Hey folks, Damon from Jackson Kayak here. Today we're on the shores of one of my favorite bass lakes here at my home in Long Branch Lakes in Tennessee. Now, this is incredible bass water, and my favorite bass boat is the Kilroy here. Now, one of the best new bass fishing tools out there for shallow water is PowerPool's new micro anchor. Now, we've all seen how the big rig is designed for that install and how wonderful it is for helping you sneak up, stalk fish, anchor yourself, and attack. Well, unfortunately, there's no direct way to mount one on the Kilroy, so I want to put my favorite fishing tool on my favorite fishing boat. So today, luckily, we have our friends at YakAttack have come up with an adapter plate that mounts on the stern of the Kilroy, so you can take your micro anchor, bracket, mount it on the back, and get on the water. So we're going to take a look at that step by step. Now, the first thing you'll notice when you're trying to figure out how you're going to get your bracket on the back of a Kilroy is, well, the handle's in the way. So first step is going to remove the handle, and the adapter bracket utilizes the same holes and the same inserts inside the mold to put the bracket there so you can mount your PowerPool bracket and have your unit hanging off the back. The first step here is we're going to remove the hardware that holds the handles in place. And notice that the adapter plate from YakAttack comes with a long spacer and a short stud spacer. That's key to fit in a recess in the back of the plate. The front one goes in a slot on the underside in the front. That will then mount into the existing holes for the handles. Now, YakAttack provides 4 self-tapping screws to hold this front spacer in place. So we'll locate that spacer, flip it over, and install each of the self-tapping screws. Now the front spacer is in place. Now YakAttack provides all the hardware you're going to need to install both the adapter bracket to the Kilroy and the PowerPool bracket to the adapter. So all the hardware that comes with a micro anchor from PowerPool won't be needed. So now that we have the front spacer mounted, we can locate the back spacer and set it in place. Now, in that hardware kit, there's going to be a flared head bolt and one bolt that's longer than the other 4 and a washer. So those are the ones that hold this in place. You'll notice there's a flared hole for the recess for the flared bolt. That goes in the back. The longer bolt and washer then go down and go into the insert for the handle in the front. So now we're going to tighten those in place. Now that the bracket's in place, the adapter bracket, I'm going to get the hardware from YakAttack and then go ahead and install the PowerPool bracket. Now, there's already a pre-drilled 4-hole pattern there. That sets in place. You can drop the hardware from YakAttack right in. From underneath, you're going to want to go and use the remaining 4 washers and lock nuts to secure the bracket in place. Now that I've got all the screws started, I'm going to tighten them down with my socket head and a 7/16 inch wrench. Okay, so these are tightened down. Basically, my bracket's installed. That simple, that quick. Everything's there now to hang the unit, the main drive unit, off the back, clearance for the pole. So now I'm going to take the main axle from PowerPool, free it up, install it, leaving it open, tighten it down on the far side. Okay, so my main drive unit's installed. Now all I gotta do is power it. So with the cable harness that comes from power pole, it's pretty easy on the Kilroy. There's not a lot of, you can route your cabling into the boat if you want and store your battery in the back. I choose to just set my battery in the rear storage compartment. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up my wiring harness. I've already rigged the cable on this, and we're using a similar plug to what was in the big rig install video. Same battery box from Kayak Fishing Supplies. Now I've rigged their plug with a mating 2-pin harness in this case. And I put the same 2-pin harness on the end of the power pole cable. Install that plug. Connect the 2-pin harness. Verify I have a blinking green light. And there you have it. I can literally just set the battery in the back, keep that weight centered, store my cabling, and done. If I have my battery inside the boat, hooked up, I'm taking my pole, I'm going to set it in the drive unit, verify function down, verify function up, and that's pretty much it. I'm ready to get my fish funk on. So, let's quick install the power pole micro on a Jackson Kayak Kilroy using the YakAttack adapter bracket. Hope it helps. Have fun on the water.